y'all to the Pretty Girl Privilege podcast, and we are here with
our fourth episode, right?
Yeah,
we're on episode 4, you guys.
Fourth episode. Thank you guys for tuning in to our international episode. And I am NIKA B. Cream, and I'm here with my girls.
What's up? I'm JULIET HQIC.
STASHA Fierce, what's up? How you doing?
What's going on? I'm Mike O.
I go by the name Tito.
Yes. As you guys can see, we're doing a little different this episode. I'm so excited. It's all about the Africans, all about Nigeria in this episode. We have 2 special guests. Both of these guys are artists, you guys, international artists. And I'm so excited, you guys. So how long have you guys been in the industry, being an international artist? Like, how is it?
It's pretty good for me. I've been doing Afrobeat music for I would say maybe 5 years, seriously. But prior to that, I tried pop, R&B, because I can actually sing.
You did?
Yeah, I actually did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay, you did pop. That's different.
I tried, man, because I used to look up to people like, Jason Derulo at the time.
Okay.
Usher, I used to
So you're really diverse. I love that.
Yeah,
okay.
So you got to have the voice for R&B. So your voice is R&B ready, right?
Yeah, I have R&B voice. I can actually sing. I like autotune on my music now, but when I have to perform on stage, that's where I really like to show my voice. You know what I'm saying? So I like people to think I can't sing at first, then they come to a live show and then they see.
So Mike,
wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Hit us with a little razzle dazzle.
Yeah, let me hear it.
I like the way you shake that booty on me. You make a nigga one day with body. Sexy in my armor. I feel like make I take you go see mama. I fit to buy you designer. Cause you bypass Rihanna when you are that behind.
R&B.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a little Afro R&B,
Okay,
mixture.
so Tito, what about you?
Okay, so basically I've been doing music for a while, man. It's been years. I started in the choir, when I was little. And I've been doing way back from Nigeria before I moved down here. But it's been Afrobeat. Sometimes I actually mix it, but now I just got my sound, so I do more of Afrobeat, party, dance, just club bangers and shit.
So you be dancing too?
Yeah, I dance.
Okay.
I heard Africans love to dance.
Oh yeah.
That's the good thing about it. That's what's different about the African clubs versus the American clubs. Because you can go in an American club, people just sitting down being cute, but you go in an African club, you got people
they want to dance.
standing on they dancing, they got
That's
little routines going. Yes, you cannot. And the vibe is so good. You guys know how to party, So what is different between being? I don't know if you did music when you was in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So is there a difference between doing music in Nigeria versus doing music in America?
Yeah. The music in Nigeria is so different. Over there, it's more about the feeling. It's more about, simplicity. So the songs are very, very simple, and it's something that everybody can sing to, can dance, and have a good time. Versus here, where it's it's all about meaning. You got to have some kind of meaning behind your song or some kind of story behind it, which is cool too. We do that too in Africa, but more of African music is more about how it makes you feel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Versus
People just want to dance. They want to dance with it.
And that's exactly what African music does.
There's too much negativity going on in Africa. There's poverty. So people just want to dance. People just want to take their minds away. They don't want to think.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where the whole partying vibe came from.
So do you okay, so I know a lot of Africans or whatever, and I've been around a lot of Africans, and it seems like Africans prefer, some of them, not all, but they prefer to be in American club versus African clubs. Is that?
I keep hearing that
too.
Not all, but some.
Me sometimes.
The Africans in Atlanta, it seems like they
don't go to
prefer
African
to
clubs.
be in an American club.
Well,
I like African clubs.
They've been going there every time, so they want something new.
Exactly. So me, when I first came to America, I went to a white school, right? And the whole time I was just trying to figure out their culture.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense? Because I've seen African culture. I've seen kind of the African American culture a little bit. Even though later on I went back to kind of hang around more African Americans just to see their culture. And then I started hanging with my people as well. Oh. But it's kind of the same thing, After going to clubs, African clubs for a long time, you come here, you want to try something different.
Something
So it's not we don't like it. It's just that we're just exploring at that
So what
time.
about the
And you've been
American
seeing
women?
the same people like every
Hey,
time you go to. You've been seeing
Hey.
the same
I
people.
know, I want to know. Like, what about the American women though?
They are
Like,
beautiful.
Oh,
They are all
okay.
beautiful.
That might
they're all
come to me.
beautiful.
But that one, gee. I don't know.
What does that mean?
See,
I mean, what's the
we
difference?
love American women.
You do?
Because they love us.
They love us.
They
Shit.
love
They love us.
We love them. They love us.
We love them. They love us.
That's it.
Beneficial around.
Right.
See,
That's the
Nigerian girls, they do like this too much.
Thank you. Like
You try to talk to them.
I heard that.
They do shakara. I don't even know what it means by shakara.
Don't talk to me.
Yeah. They
Oh.
do a fizzy shakara.
You know.
Shakara is like, oh, they do, you know.
Oh, I'm better than you. Oh,
Yeah,
he ain't driving that kind of car. That kind of American girls. Oh, you from Africa.
If
Oh,
they
tell
like
me
you,
more.
that's
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
they
more
want to know
interesting.
more. Like they want to get to know you. So, like I love my Nigerian girls.
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
get me
yeah,
wrong.
Yeah, we
but,
get it.
You know
we
what I'm
get
saying?
it,
We
get
love
it.
the American
Shouts
girls.
out to all
Yeah,
the
yeah.
African
Matter of fact,
baddies.
we love all the girls all around the
All
world.
the girls.
Yeah,
All around the world.
because let me tell y'all something. Before I moved here, I've been here 6 years now. I'm from like a little village in Columbus, Georgia.
A little village.
So like
cannot.
I was
in
born in
Columbus,
that
I never really met Africans
Oh, yeah.
ever. And then when I moved here in 2014, like I went to my first African club. It was like at this place called like Mint Lounge or whatever. I don't know,
Oh, Mint
but it was dope. Like I loved it. It was like the party, the way you guys party, everything was just like different, and like everybody was just like dancing. It was just a lot different. Like the way you guys talk to us, the way you guys treat us, the way you guys like American men are different from African men. You guys, it's a big difference.
Wait, can I ask a question? What do you guys like? What I'm guessing that's what you like about them. What do you like about African men?
What do you?
No, we're asking them one by one.
I
Yeah.
haven't had many experiences with African men,
Right.
but from what I hear, it's a great experience.
Now we're at the interview.
It's great.
You might want to dip your toe in the pond one
Okay.
time. You know,
Okay.
kind of-
Break it down.
All right, your turn. You were going. My bad. I didn't mean to like interrupt you.
My friend love African men. That's the truth.
Africans are like, I like the way they lead. They take initiative. They like, they're the man, and they're gonna make sure you feel like you're the woman. You know, and I just love it. I love being out with them. It makes me feel like a boss bitch or whatever. Like being with somebody who's just like, I don't know. I can't explain it, but I just love it. And the culture is so interesting from the food. Everything is so different. Like some of y'all food, I don't even know what the hell it is. Like, you know, I don't. It's be like, what is this? Like, the one thing about y'all food is like the little slimy stuff I found. It's like okra.
I love okra.
And I just
I
can't
just
eat
made
it. I
okra
can't
like
eat it
today.
though. I can't eat it because
just
it
made
looks
it today.
slimy.
Eat
But
it fried.
like a goosey soup, like I love suya is my favorite. As you guys can see, we're munching on some suya right now, y'all. Like
It's
suya is
time.
like my favorite African food. I love my goat meat stew and stuff like that. So it's just different. It's interesting. It keeps my attention.
Right.
You know. So
What about you?
Honestly, I haven't had the best experience with African men,
Hey,
to be
brother,
honest with you.
Go.
haven't.
All right, we're going to cut here. And,
Go
I do one.
I just haven't had the best experience with African men. So for a long time, I didn't like Africans. Let me be 100.
Right.
Like, I did not like Africans. I feel like they don't really like black people like that, or they have like this sort of disdain for them in a way. But they treat American women very well. Like I would say that. Like I've experienced better now than I had in the past with African men. That's why I was like, it's like a new wave of African men coming to Atlanta than it was back in 2008 and 9 and stuff like that. So
well, I think around that time, see, like the world is more accepting of like African and our
now
culture.
everything is changing.
You know, but back then, like they used to call us like Buddhist crashers. You know, they used to make fun of our. So it's like it's the energy we gave to like African Americans was the energy they kind of
Thank
gave
you.
to us.
Like the energy.
So like if you push at us, we're gonna push back, or if you're trying to act distant, we're gonna act distant. Like,
but
you
I've
try
seen a
to
lot
act
of
like-
African men act really arrogant. They're real cocky.
Oh,
they're real
that one is
demanding.
natural.
Right. That's what I-
And I just don't
That's
like
just
that.
natural
That's the
in
word
the
around the
culture.
campfire.
Yeah,
That
that's
part
just
is.
that's just natural. Like African men are like more like cocky. Like they just like to carry themselves.
it's all about
like,
designer.
Yeah.
It's all about
Exactly.
designer, what
Yeah.
you're wearing. Like,
Yeah.
it's
But
But
all
where
of-
does that come from?
Honestly, I don't know where it comes from. I just think it's pride in just like who we are and where we come from. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the best of everything, but we know like we are we're it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not in a bad way.
Yeah, no, I got
You
it.
see what I'm saying? Like not in a bad way. Just like if I
Not like
walk in a room,
but
I don't have to look down on everybody, but nobody's gonna look down.
look down on me. That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Confidence.
And it shows in the way we dress. It shows in the way we speak. It shows in the way we talk to women. It shows in the way we, handle
So it's
business.
not cocky, it's confidence.
It's confidence. People take
but
it the
it's
wrong
the
way.
people that see it, like the way
You see what I'm saying?
guys take
See,
it.
everybody, if two different cultures are sitting here and I decide to be proud of my culture, everybody's going to look at me like...
Yeah. The other
I'm
person is gonna be like, oh, you
because
showing
they
up.
don't want to
Right,
stand up for their culture, so...
This has been really good, though, you guys. We need to go to a commercial break. And if you guys stay tuned for the next segment, we're going to be lit as fuck. We got the hookahs right here. We got the drinks. Y'all need to pull up.
Let's go there.
We'll see you guys.
Let's
See
see
you in a minute.
Let's see up
Stay tuned.
Oh yeah, baby. I like the way you shake that booty on me. You make the nigga one day way body. Sexy Mariana. I feel like make I take you go see mama. I fit to buy you designer. Cause you bad past me. These niggas upset. Tell me why them just hate on me. Maybe cause Cardi said she won't carry my biggie. They be calling me a small boy. But baby, me, I'm not a small boy. Ask Stephen on down, she go sing I need a burner. Even say you shillin' when I kill you.
Welcome back, guys. This is our 4th episode of Pretty Girl Privilege Podcast, and I'm having a good time tonight. We got some special guests in the building. We've been getting all type of knowledge of stuff that's going on with Africans. These guys are from Nigeria, and they are artists, you guys. So make sure you go and follow them. We're going to tag them in our bio, but we've been just talking about everything right now, and I just want to know, what projects do you guys have coming up?
Shit, I have a lot of projects. So,
Really? Any videos
I just dropped like a video, but it was like a cover to like a big artist One Day Cold song like a few days ago, and I'm shooting another music video next week. I'm dropping the video, and after that I'm dropping another song. I don't even know Tenny with Tenny, so I have a lot of projects this year, though.
Okay. What's going on with International Lady? Because we...
Let me know if
International lady.
We had International Lady. Like, you had us
Internationally,
time,
I'm
yeah.
actually shooting the video. Like, it's gonna be like a big.
Tito, let me know if you need a video, girl.
I need all of my
Stop,
TikToks, all the
Mama Yo-Yos, all of them.
all the nyash. I need all the nyash.
All the nyash.
These Akata women want to be in this.
Nyash means
I need
booty.
all the nyash.
You know, our African men, we love our booty.
Nyash.
What is the word?
Nyash is
Nyash, nyash.
like ass.
Like booty, like
Like
ass.
ass.
A
Like
lot
all
of
the
it. You know
nyash
what I'm saying?
in the video.
Sound like a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay for the Akata women.
Exactly. They have nyash, all of them. They can
So
come.
yeah, I'll definitely let you know. I'm shooting a video. I'm dropping it. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So what about you? Like, what projects are you working on? You got any videos coming out? Because I checked your page out. Like, you have some dope footage. Like, I love it. So what do you got going on?
So like right now, I'm working on my EP.
Okay.
It's gonna be called Ata, and that's kind
Ata.
of like an introduction to who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Kogi State, and Ata in Kogi State means like the father of all. So like a king.
Like a king.
Exactly.
Oh, that's
So
interesting.
with this project, I'm pretty much, it's like a self-actualization project. It's like I'm saying, yo, I know who I am, and I'm a king, and nobody's gonna tell me
Okay, I know
different.
that's
I love it.
You
That's
feel me?
right.
So,
I love that. I love that.
Ata, be on the lookout. The project is coming
Ata.
out. I'm working on visuals for that right now. So
So y'all laughing at me. Don't laugh at me.
Oh, she put the emphasis on it.
You guys said it wrong or something.
So yeah, man, I'm really excited about this one. This is like the first time I'm gonna like put together like a project after the last one I put, which was in 2017, and which went well for me, you know. And that was a project I put together myself. So like since then, I've just been dropping singles and dropping videos. But now I want to like give like a body of work,
Okay.
something just to introduce myself a little bit.
So when are you planning on going back to Nigeria? Like, do you visit home often, or do you have like anything going on in Nigeria?
Right now, because of the whole COVID-19,
Oh, yes, the COVID-19.
I was supposed to be in Nigeria right now, actually.
Really?
But everything got messed up because of Corona. So
That's crazy.
at this point, we're just gonna wait till whenever it comes down. But hopefully,
Yeah.
by December, if everything is like.
What y'all been doing since
open.
COVID-19? Like,
How did y'all
what
quarantine?
y'all been
Working.
doing?
Who is y'all? Y'all got quarantine bags?
No. I've been looking for.
I cannot.
You looking for one?
Say, oh, you're looking for one.
You say, yeah.
I mean, seriously though, how has your quarantine
Have y'all been outside?
Like,
Y'all been doing anything?
Man.
Yeah, I've been. I was like kind of like.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I've been seeing people. I've been hanging
Yeah.
with friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
don't think nobody really-
Some quarantine days here and there. You feel me?
Yeah, everybody been out in the street, especially Memorial Day. Everybody was out Memorial Day.
Yeah, Memorial Day was bananas.
That
Atlanta?
Memorial
It was.
That's crazy.
It was crazy.
Atlanta was
Oh,
like
like
the only
2
place that was
different
open for Memorial Day. That's why
people
everybody
been
was
traveling
lit.
here. Like Atlanta was officially back. Like we was in traffic. Like the other night on a Tuesday night.
Traffic.
Taco Tuesday. Traffic was lit.
That's crazy,
and it was
man.
like everybody's back out. It's kind of like everybody's trying to get back normal, but I feel like it would never be back normal. I did like a little research on like what's going on in Nigeria right now, and I heard they got like 300 and something new cases. I think it was like 386 new cases.
That's still not bad.
They
at
had
all.
like 2,500 people that survived the corona, and then they had a total of like, I think it was like 8,000 in all. But I know Lagos was in the lead with the most cases.
Yeah,
You know,
Lagos
so
is-
yeah.
And you know-
Lagos is like the bigger, yeah.
and
And
it
he-
spreads there
Yeah,
quicker.
he was saying earlier how they don't have benefits there. Like
Right.
in America, like we got
The
stimulus
benefits.
checks. Even in
There's-
Canada,
there's
like
nothing like
I was so
stimulus.
mad that Canada, like everybody had rent free.
Yeah, in Canada. my
Yes,
friends in
everybody
Canada,
had rent.
all
The
the
president
rent-
was
like
like
over
rent free.
Yeah, in Canada,
So they
that's
still want our
crazy.
rent money here, and they living
Yeah.
just free.
Well,
So,
that's
I
because
didn't
nobody-
believe that's the
so
most.
like,
law in
yeah.
Georgia, like, they
But
can't
he
make it
said back in Nigeria, like they don't have the
There's
benefits
nothing
like
like
that. They don't-
stimulus check. You're on your own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
don't
It's
have no
worse.
stimulus.
You're on your own.
And it's funny, like people are complaining here, which is I understand because it's not really a lot of money.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you put yourself in perspective to the rest of the world, like we're doing really good here. For people who live in America, you know. So.
Yeah,
So is it
absolutely.
different for you guys when you go back to Nigeria? Like, are y'all like?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Like you see, the funny thing about
like
us,
a different thing.
funny thing about us now is like,
And being an artist is like.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
trying to
it's
say.
like-
yeah. Funny thing about us though that moved away from Nigeria is like, we live in America, right? People from here don't consider this home for us.
Yeah.
But when we go back home, because we've been so
You treat
far,
her like a king there.
yeah, you treat like a king, but at the same time, it's not. It's still different. Like your people are a little bit different from you because of
Yeah.
the time away from
Yeah.
them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's like the blessing and the curse at the same time of like living outside of Nigeria. It's like they treat you like a king, but at the same time, you like because of the time away
Yeah,
from
it's-
them,
yeah,
you've
yeah,
missed out on
right.
a lot of stuff.
Right.
It just feels like a totally different country, but you know, it's still beautiful. Like it's still like amazing every time we go back. You know,
I heard, but I also like. I know this is a little off topic, but you know, I was just curious to hear it from a male perspective because I know a couple Nigerian women, and I haven't had the best experience with Nigerian women, but I do have a number of friends of Nigerian women that I can count on my hand. But from what I heard, they don't really like us. So I just want to ask you guys as being Nigerian men, like. They say they don't take us serious. So, what is your opinion on
I'll let him take that one.
Nigerians
you mean like the
and
Nigerian
American
women, right?
women? No, dating American women. Like, what is it? Like, what is the
Like why?
What is it?
African women mad or?
Why are they mad?
Both. Like, why they
I
so
mean-
mad? Why?
They probably feel y'all like a competition, you know, like maybe y'all taking their men, you know, right?
Yeah.
So probably that's like the basic, you know, feel, you know, like
So they
That
feel
we're
like we
taking
taking
their
our
men?
men.
yeah,
Yeah.
because they know
They feel because
But
like
I thought you said they don't like. Yeah.
no,
No,
see, it's not that they don't like us. You know how girls like do that thing where like they like you, but they kind of like act like they don't like you. They want you to chase them.
So Nigerian
That's African
women want
women
do it
American
over the
men,
top.
and American
Okay.
women want Nigerian.
No. Nigerian women want Nigerian
They still
men,
want the
They
Nigerian
but they
want
want
Nigerian
us to
men.
come chase them.
They
like,
want thank you.
But we don't
That's
got
it.
time
They
for
want
that. We
they
go
want us
where
to come chase them, but shit, I don't have that time.
we don't have time. We go where the attention flow.
You know where the
Myself,
attention
I don't
goes.
have that time, oh. Hey.
They put you through a lot of hoops.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They put you through a lot of hoops.
They want you to do like pass through one stage.
You know what I'm
first stage,
saying?
then-
And most of them are like really into like the African culture. So and they forget the fact that like we're in America. So like
Thank you. That
not
is, like,
everything.
this-
We're not in Nigeria anymore. You know what I'm saying?
So
you
what's
have
the
to be.
difference between a relationship in Nigeria or how it would be handled in Nigeria versus?
Well, in Nigeria, for some families, you can't marry outside of your race. You can't marry outside
That's
of
true.
your
Have all
culture.
this stuff, like
You
culture.
can't marry.
Like Igbo-
So for them,
Igbo especially,
they
take that
expect
shit serious.
you to to come
Tell us
talk
about
to
y'all
them.
tribe.
Yeah,
Like, what
yeah,
tribe
about
are
the
you
tribe.
from?
Like for me, I'm Yoruba.
You're Yoruba.
Like Yoruba, like you can actually marry from anywhere. But like Igbo, they're very strict with the culture. Most of them.
Like my culture, my parents, my mom is very strict.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have a say because I've got.
But like Yoruba, you can marry. I can take even if from China anyway. Like they don't really care. Like
Yeah.
But like some cultures, like Igbo, others, they really care about this.
I've been to an Igbo wedding. When I tell you that wedding was lit,
Yeah, and you see
they
them,
was throwing
it's
out
the
money
Thank you.
on the
Yeah,
bride
that's the
and
only
the
thing you
groom.
see.
Like they
Igbo
was
men,
like it's
They'll
lit.
throw
Yes.
the money on everything.
Yeah.
So that's how they flex, Like I feel like that's where the strip club thing kind of came from, and they perverted.
That's
it,
where it
you know
came
what I'm
from.
saying? It came
It
from.
came
I
from
feel like it came
Nigeria.
from Africa. Yeah, I
That's
don't know
the
if it's
Nigerian
Nigeria,
They've
experience.
been doing that from
but
like
yeah,
from
because
parties,
that's
like-
how the big boys. That's how the big boys flex.
That's the way you like in their home mind. That's the way you call them big boys.
That's how you stunt. That's how you show how much
Yeah,
money you got.
that's
You know what I'm
wedding.
saying? Yeah, like because
Okay.
you gotta think about it too.
So is
Most
it
of the
only
people.
at weddings or is
No,
it
no,
like
at
it-
birthday
is it
Yeah.
functions, whatever. Like if it's your birthday and you invite me over,
A baby
and I'm a
shower
big boy,
too. I
Even
heard.
baby-
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
come
baby
show
shower,
out.
baby shower.
I want
Oh.
everybody to know I'm a big,
Yeah,
big
yeah,
boys
I'm a
in the
big boy,
building. You know what I'm saying? And you do that by showing how much money you got. If you can just easily throw it out,
Oh,
stuff
wow.
like that. And I feel like in America they kind of took that
Oh, I thought I
idea
was gonna get the hookah next.
and
Try to
There
get
you
it from
go.
everybody.
No, because like it's like a rotation that the hookah should go into.
I'm
It
I
should be
didn't
like
get it,
a
though.
Jesus.
Do you smoke?
You didn't give
You
me.
don't
See,
smoke.
guys,
I didn't know you smoked, Tito. I'm sorry.
I don't smoke like that. Just once in a while. You didn't even say, "Do you smoke?" You didn't even ask me.
I'm sorry. Well, we're gonna have Tito smoke, and we're going to another commercial break. And thanks for tuning in, you guys.
Yeah,
if y'all
guys,
have
give
some
us some time to eat our
international,
suya, fix some more drinks.
if y'all
or
have some
whatever, and
international
we'll be-
experiences,
yes.
please pull up, text us, email us, send your comments, and if y'all have African experiences that y'all want to go ahead and chime in on, please let us know. Go ahead and reach out to us. We'll definitely feedback.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Yo, what's up? Mixmaster Jew International DJ.
It's your boy DJ Sean the Beast,
Yes, DJ Chuck.
DJ Young Fro, and you rocking with the family, the hottest, the cultured.
Culture DJ.
Shit, fuck. Let's redo it if you don't mind.
All the guests be like, who is that kiddo? I tell them not Tito. They want with my Milo, they want rest like pillow. They feel it for you. I get plenty oil. I say send up the soil. Everything good, I say for your body. Come on, yeah. Baby, can make another lie. Make it tell your friends and I mean you lie. No waste time. Cause I mean you go follow till the day we die. I mean why?
Guys, welcome back to our fourth episode. This episode is called International Experience, and as you can see, we're all dressed in representing Africa, Nigerian, the traditional. These guys look amazing right now. Make sure you go and follow them. So
Please go follow them.
Yeah, we were just talking about a lot of stuff that's going on in Nigeria, and I love it. I want to travel there someday, and these guys, hope everybody goes in December from what I heard.
Hey.
So
What's happening in December?
everything.
We are
is like,
going. We are going.
Yeah.
It's warm still.
We are
Nigeria
Is it-
comes
is it one-
alive when
That's when everything is
Yeah.
popping like shit.
But why? Like, what,
because
what's
everybody
happening?
comes back home
Yeah,
in
that's
December.
when it comes
Like
back.
you
So
know how
y'all
you guys go back to
Christians?
see your
From
family.
different countries, everyone from London, everybody from America, all the Nigerians, everybody come back.
Why
Come back.
December out of all the months?
Christians.
It's just
That's something y'all
visiting
Christian.
their family.
Y'all
Okay,
Christmas.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like that's like just like the way you
Their
guys
shows
in
back to
America.
back. That's when everything is like,
So do you guys like when you say shows like
Events, like
events,
parties.
a lot of stuff.
See, like that's when
Parties.
a lot of musicians make their money as well.
Okay, okay.
You gotta understand the
so
system
y'all gonna
too.
perform?
Yeah,
In
exactly.
December?
Stuff like
Okay.
that. So in December, there's so much
you know,
lot of
festivities like weddings, you know, people coming back home, throwing parties for family, like
party every day.
anniversaries, like. You can be booked for the if you're a good artist, you can be booked for like the whole break.
Yeah,
The whole month of
and that's how you
December.
make your money.
Like
so
every
the whole
day,
year you're
the whole
good.
30 days.
Yeah, it's definitely like Nigeria to the world. Like, and when I say that, I mean that because
Like
it's
last
like DeVito, like
everybody was
he
there.
won. I don't know if I'm accurate right now. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. I think he won like a BET award.
so.
From the international, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you can't go nowhere these days without hearing Nigerian music, African music, whatever it is. It's like they have been taken over. Like when I say Nigeria to the world, I mean Nigeria to the world. Most of the clubs here in Atlanta, Georgia, is African, and if it's not African, they're gonna play some African.
They used to never play African music back in the day.
Yeah, but now,
It's crazy. Even in Nashville, Nashville's like one of the most country places. Like most of the clubs there play Afrobeats. My music even got played on the radio, like in
That's
Nashville,
good.
like
Congrats.
a country. You know what I'm saying? So like it just shows how much like we're really advancing as like Afrobeat as a sound. You know, like the whole world. Yeah,
I like Afro beats. Like you can really dance off of Afro beats and have a good time.
Yeah.
It's not a good time till the Afro beats get played.
Right.
But if y'all notice though, Atlanta is not open, but it's open. But none of the African clubs are open yet. I'm waiting on Eden. I'm waiting on Living Room. I'm waiting on
Lions.
Like nothing is open right now. We just got certain spots that's open. So I'm ready for. I don't know. Like I'm ready for the African clubs to open up. Like, but the thing about the African community, let me just touch on this.
Touch
The
on it, friend.
African community is this big. When I tell you, if
how big?
this big,
It's like this big.
because
I
no,
understand
in
what you mean.
Atlanta, because
In Atlanta.
if you
Yeah,
don't know
that's
somebody you knows them.
Yeah.
Everybody knows everybody.
Is like
Everybody's
like a circle.
affiliated some
Yeah,
type
yeah,
of way.
true.
So like,
It's like a circle. Yeah.
it's like a small circle. Atlanta may be big, but it's really small
Yeah.
once you live here.
This person knows this person. that you
Yeah.
know.
But I don't see a lot of concerts happening. I don't think they're able to like open up like big arenas and for people to get together anymore for shows. So I don't know how you guys can cope with that, like doing shows. 'Cause I saw you doing a couple shows like with people on your page when I checked you out or whatever, and it's like none of that's not gonna happen right now.
Yeah, because of this Corona. There was
Yeah,
one that
this
was
one-
actually happening there Marley, but all this Corona stuff.
I like him. That's Sophie.
Yeah,
right?
it was meant to come in.
So,
was it
yeah, look, this guy's like he's a bad girl.
Y'all
Look at
thought-
this
y'all
guy.
thought Josephine-
Yeah,
y'all thought
yeah.
Josephine-
Hey.
No, this is a bad girl
What's
right
going
here.
on? What's going on?
And you two are a bad girl too. I can tell.
Stop.
You know what the Josephine
That's
is?
what
So
happened
you know what
in
Sophie
jail.
mean?
that's not
So you know when you're in jail,
Oh,
yeah.
Sophie.
Inside life, inside
Video,
life.
Inside life.
Inside
Yes,
life.
inside life.
When you're
Yes.
inside, you know what do you do?
You know what?
Yeah.
Like Brother Boy is
what's
just-
going on?
This
I
is
love
Sarah.
Burna Boy.
This
I
is
love
Sarah,
Burna Boy.
and this is Choma.
What's going on here?
Yeah, I love Burna Boy. Burna Boy is pretty good. I love Kiss Daniel. I love.
They were both there
DeVito,
last year.
too.
Burna Boy, they had
I
a
didn't
show.
go to any of those concerts
Yeah.
because I felt like it was gonna be too packed.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yes.
What I would say about like the reason why we don't have a lot of concerts here, or I mean the ones we do have, like Africans, they kind of have like this thing going on between them where they don't really support sometimes.
Yeah, like everybody has their own
Yeah.
group. Like
and then this is the thing too.
Burna
They
Boy.
like free stuff, right? But this is the thing, as an artist and as these people you're flying from outside America, like they got to make money. They got to go back with something. So like, if I'm putting on a show and half of the audience wants a free ticket, I'm not gonna make money. The artist is not gonna make money. Blah blah blah. So and then again, like other countries like to, some of them don't support us. They only support the big artists. They don't really support us because they're still.
It's all about the followers. I think it's a popularity contest.
It's a popularity
versus
contest.
loyalty.
Yeah.
So but my thing is, I have it's a group that international DJs have joined together. It's called Culture_DJs. They have collabed together. Shouts out to like Sean J. Like these guys have came together and they like.
They bringing in
They
international
got
artists.
it's basically a bunch of international DJs, and they got together and they started this little crew, like this little clique, and it's they representing like all the international music, and they're bringing it to everybody. So you guys should go and it's a lot of them, like Miss Master or whatever.
Miss Master Chew.
Yeah, it's like a lot of them. I'm gonna tag them in it, but it's called Culture_DJs. You guys should definitely follow them out. Actually got it on our podcast page. So if you go to Pretty Girl Podcast _ what is it? Pretty Girl Privilege _ podcast.
Pretty Girl Privilege podcast.
It's fantasy. Well, anyway,
it's
you
in the
will
bio.
find, like, you can find it, but they are
It's gonna be in the bio.
definitely here for all the artists. It's a bunch of like African DJs, Nigerian DJs, and they collab together to try to like help the community better to grow. So it's really good. You guys should just check them out.
Yeah. I didn't know about that, but that's cool.
Yeah, it's called
to see those guys coming
Culture_DJs.
They go to all the Americanized like clubs and stuff, and they play African music, right? That's how they do it.
The what?
You said they go to like African clubs. and
No,
they
it's a
play
movement they
international-
just started, and basically from my knowledge, they just announced it like a couple days ago, and it's basically like a group of DJs that came together, and they're basically representing to the international DJs and international music, and they bringing it to America and making it more known and more popular and
Yeah,
more
as it
like
should be.
yeah. So like I said, Nigeria to the world, like it's
Exactly.
taking over.
We are.
Like
We
it
are.
is. Like you can't go
African
nowhere
takeover.
without hearing international.
And it's
music.
not
You
just
can't.
like, we're not just gonna come and just go away. Like, we're here to stay, like, for real. Because our vibes don't lie.
Absolutely. Where y'all going? Y'all
Vibes,
can't go
vibes
nowhere.
don't lie. You know what I'm saying? Vibes don't lie.
The vibe
Like to
don't
collect
lie.
the woman and everything.
Everything. Everything.
The Akata women now.
All the money.
All of you gone.
Everything. Yeah.
Everybody join the movement.
We can't take it.
What's going on?
Y'all silly.
Yes.
Let's talk about the
Hey.
The attire.
Yes,
Let's
we
talk
gotta
about
get on
attire.
that
Michael,
attire.
he came in here
Like Michael,
You feel me?
like Tito, like we,
You know
like
what
what
I'm
does this
saying?
represent? Like what? Like talk to me about like
What I got
like
going
what
on?
you got. Tell us what you got. You want to stand up a little bit?
So-
like,
Oh yeah.
Like,
Like,
what you got
What's
on?
going on? What's
Yes.
I call this the threaded culture. You feel me?
Credit culture.
going on here?
You know what I'm saying? This is like more of like the urban African style, you know, for men, like more fitted, you know, stuff like that. Usually you have kaftan in Africa that most people
This
used
is
to
called
see it.
traditional wear.
Yeah, it's like a traditional wear, but it's more of like an urban style, you know.
We like that.
Urban
And
style
it's
traditional.
from Threaded Culture, by the way. He lives here in Atlanta from Nigeria.
Oh,
so make
shout
sure you
out
guys
to
support
him.
him.
Shout
He
out to
has
him.
one of the best, like,
So this is custom made.
custom
Okay,
made.
so shout out
You
to
feel
you.
me?
Like, yeah.
And he always gets me looking fly like this all the time, even for my videos and stuff. So he pulls up sometimes.
I love it. Like Tito, he got the hat on. Like I just love it.
This
Like
representing, you know, the
representing.
Yoruba-
And as you
Yoruba
guys can
India.
see, like we got on our matching outfits,
Shit.
just
Feel me?
representing the whole
Africa
culture.
to the world.
Africa
So
to the culture.
you guys,
They
like,
have it on the
yes,
main place.
yes,
They have it on the
yes.
main place.
So you guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thank
Please
you
subscribe.
so much for
Yo, you
tuning
wanna
in.
say
This is
something?
episode
Yeah.
4, and it's called International Experience. And we thank you guys so much for like giving us like your feedback.
Yeah.
These are international artists. They do music, they do videos, they do everything. You guys make sure you tune in. Our commercial breaks, you guys will see them on there. Their videos, whatever it is about them.
you want to
Like,
sponsor,
share,
you
and
can sponsor.
subscribe right now. So thank you for tuning in for episode 4
Thank you.
of Pretty Girl Privilege Podcast. And we are out, you guys, until next week. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you
Peace
guys for having
out.
us too.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
guys
for
for having
coming.
us.
Thank you, the beautiful mama.
Ah.
That's the Mexican though. Where's the African? Like
Mamacitas, you didn't hit us with some French,
Mama
some
Yuyu.
Spanish.
French, Spanish,
Exactly.
everything.